Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Europa Universalis IV, playing as the Ottomans with a goal to become Coptic. Welcome back to some Mediocre Gaming. That's a long title, but we're back. Time has advanced a bit since the last episode, and I've had some technical difficulties. I've lowered my resolution so it doesn't look as choppy, hopefully, for the recording. And, I can't really think of anything else. But we're essentially just waiting for our land to become Coptic. The Coptic infection is spreading, and we have to just wait. We can tech up. I'm going to take the bullet for that, so we can get some quantity ideas. And we're already focused on that. So from quantity, so far we've already gotten 50% more national manpower, which should hopefully help towards everything. Our armies are a bit in disarray. And we can get a second idea. Manpower recovery speed plus 20. So we're probably going to keep getting better in that respect. More manpower is always better. Also, we can fabricate claims on land. They're allied with Anza. Doesn't really matter. And we probably won't be able to do anything until we're Coptic. Still making 14 ducats a month. We can get a better guy for an extra military point. But I would rather have reinforcement speed and take the hit. Provincial government, don't want that. Diplomatic technology, trade is very important to us. Where is the Renaissance so far? It's starting to spread into our lands, which is nice. I don't really want to pay for it. We can't even pay for it right now. But when we can pay for it, we're going to want to have a lot of money. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. But we have an amount of money. Crimea likes us. France likes us. Crimea is our march. So that's good. The Coptic zealots are slowly advancing their way forward. Oh, these are some bad choices. We'll go with John Cena, the heir to the throne, a 3-3-3. They're usually a lot better than that. Now it's time to go through the ledger, trying to find percentages of our country, because I can never remember those. Charts. So we're 22% Coptic, 37% Orthodox, so we just need the Coptic to get up a bit larger. Ideally, they'd also get over here into Greece. None of that lands to the Umera? No, not the Umera. The Dihimi. None of the lands to the Dihimi, so we can't revoke it and make more spawn up. So... And we can't grant it to people who are the same religion as us. So we're pretty much stuck in a waiting game as this one guy comes around and sieges everything. However, on their goal to convert the Ottomans, they're not doing pretty well, apparently. That's surprising. Usually I'd imagine that ticks up a bit faster. We can't accept their demands because we can whenever it's the dominant religion, which should be in a few more provinces, probably. Then, you really want them to get to Constantinople, though, because if they're not in Constantinople, then we're never going to be able to convert Constantinople. So, the best course of action would probably be to take a quick break from the whole Coptic thing, kill the rebels, take the land back, then when the land's taken back, grant it to the Dihimi, then revoke it again, so there's a lot more rebels. Prestige, Ulinemia. Repair it. We don't want the Dihimi to like us. So we'll go on autonomous rebel suppression for everyone. Okay, well, Castile chose to not do the Iberian wedding. Regiment costs -10 and core creation costs -20. Well, that's nice. Ease tensions. Always ease tensions. People, you want everyone to like you who can like you. Trebizond wants access. You don't want them to have access. And now we slowly get all of our land back. Check the estates, go for the Dihimi, and we have to choose provinces that aren't legalism. Give land to the Dihimi. Theoretically, we shouldn't even have to check because you can only give land to the Dihimi who are not your religion. Dihimi. Problem is we don't want to give them too much land because then they'll actually like us more. So giving them 5 provinces should be enough. Then we just need to make them mad again by revoking a few more provinces. And Ramazan got bigger. We can choose to get siege ability. That's always nice. I was not expecting them to get bigger, though. Well, we could just take these 2 provinces, or we could try to wait a bit longer. I would say let's probably just take the provinces. Oh, we have good relations. Well, I know how to fix that. Just, send them an insult. Always works. They would accept vassalization. Well, on second thought, we could do that. That actually seems like a better idea, and we're still going to be Coptic. We're still going to be Sunni for a while. And can we just ask them for vassalization already? Just offer them military access, and then we can pretty much just... They must be at peace. They're a defender in a war. Can we help them? They're the defender against Hissen Kaifa. Can we enforce peace? Yes. Okay. Well, there's how you get a lot of land very quickly, apparently. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And it doesn't really matter that they're not going to be our religion, because we can just annex them and then they'll be our religion. Karaman is allied to the Mamluks, which makes it everything a bit more difficult for us. And they obviously won't be our vassal. We should put someone on making our subjects like us. One of our advisors died. Improve relations, why not? And we can revoke provinces from estates. Well, the Dahimi don't need to be over here or over here, so that's always nice. And we'll move our troops northward. And then after we win this siege, our subjects are apparently very bad at reacting to rebels. We'll be good. You know what, it should be fine. Let's just... No rebellion, really. There we go. There we go. Some other province down here. I had thought. There we go. Rebels are such a wonderful thing. As long as they're not in our country. We'll turn off autonomous rebel suppression here. Land maintenance, we need to check that we're going behind time on military. But still, it's, we're kind of waiting on the Renaissance to come around to us, so we don't really want to spend any excess points we don't have to there. We are going to get maxed out on diplomatic power here soon, so you might as well take the hit and invest in that. And then we'll have our army run away up here. Because we actually don't want him to fight anyone. We can also have our expenses be down again. Let's just get rid of the fort here. Make it easier later. Expanding the Coptic all around. The Dahimi are disloyal for some reason. Can't tell you why. And let's make sure outraged countries don't hate us as much. We really want them to take Constantinople, because we can never convert this. Well, we can, but it'll take years. We'll also need religious ideas, which religious is usually a good thing to go for early on, especially as someone who's not going to be doing everything. We can embrace. We'll give it a minute until we really need to do technology, because the price will keep going down for the more of our land that goes into Renaissance. How's the Holy Roman Empire looking? Okay, I guess. Doesn't really matter. And these rebels wait around for a long time before they actually decide to move, which is a bit annoying. You know what, we really don't need any castles anywhere. Hungary has a claim. They have claims on, like, most of Bulgaria. Probably for one of their missions, especially considering it's a permanent claim. Insult. Just gotta wait till they take Constantinople, then we'll be good. We might already be able to embrace their demands, accept their demands. We can, and Coptic will become the new state religion. But honestly, it makes more sense to just let them wander right now and take more of our land. So all the land they convert means it's land we don't have to. Oh, okay. Nation collapsed. Well, that's cool. Did not expect the nation to collapse, but it did. So, we're Coptic. That's cool. Still allied with everyone. Also now, since we're in the Christian religion group, we can marry France, because why not? And we can pick a blessing for our faith. Manpower recovery speed, missionary strength, core creation cost, or discipline. Well, we have a lot of land to convert, so I'd say missionary strength would probably be best. However, we're going to be conquering more land, meaning that everything's pretty much good here. So, we'll just go for missionary strength right now. And, Ethiopia and Makuria control holy sites. So, we can pick another one. Well, we have enough manpower recovery speed for some degree. Core creation cost is usually good, especially with our other buffs towards it. And discipline means everything fights better. Let's go for core creation cost. But whenever we actually break down and fight the Mamluks, we'll be able to do stuff. Missionary strength. That's what we want. Okay. Well, we can start converting provinces to Coptic with our one missionary. And when do our missions really start going everywhere? We need to have all provinces in the Karaman area taken. Okay. So we need to attack Karaman at some point. Oh yeah, we can't be the Ottoman government now, because the Mamluks will kill us. Well, theoretically, we can fight the Mamluks. We have a decent army here of a decent amount. We're fourth in great powers. And militarily, we are second in the world. But we're still not that far ahead of the Mamluks. Well, Constantinople's never going to be converted until we can build, either get religious ideas or some kind of event, something. Huh. Well, militarily, we can get decently farther ahead. Let's just embrace the Renaissance and just go for all kinds of technology. Get better troops. The Ottomans are already preoccupied in a war. Kafia will join, and the Mamluks will join. It'd be really nice if France was willing to join, but it's far away, and they don't really care enough. Let's offer military access to France to make them like us slightly more, but there's really nothing we can do with France right now, other than just wait around. Land maintenance modifier, why not? If we can just keep going for quantity. The Mamluks are at war with Venice. Oh, okay. We can't do anything against the Mamluks, which is always nice. And from what it looks like, they're always going to join the war with Karaman because they hate us, and it's a defensive war. The Janissaries no longer exist, which sucks, but it makes sense because it's all Christian men. So we have the choice of attacking Karaman and having to fight off the Mamluks. Let's just renounce our claim. Or can we fight Hashinkaria? That might be a way to take the land without really doing much. Let's just set our vassals to be aggressive and hope that they fabricate a claim on this province. Because if they fabricate a claim here, if our vassal Ramazan does, then we can declare war on Hasan Kafia for that, and then also take the Karaman lands in the process. They'd accept vassalization as well from us, but that doesn't seem like that good of an idea, because it would just be a vassal slot being taken up for a long time. Crimea, we don't really want to change out of a march right now, because they would hate us, and we'd also lose stability. We also don't want to convert them into our religion right now. Not only would it wreak havoc on their country, but they would hate us by 100, and probably wouldn't go exactly well. Ramazan, you really gotta get to getting more land. I want this land, therefore as my vassal you should be willing to take land. Infantry combat ability, because the navy isn't that big of a deal for me. And speaking of the navy, I forgot I had one. 12 transports, 8 galleys. Let's make sure they're going to the best route. Ragusa. And that's good. We'll make sure that there's no excess here. Anything we can do with our states, we can start making things into states. Italy's going to war with each other. The French are at war with the Spanish in the French conquest of Vizcaya. You usually don't see the French just attacking Spain. But I guess since the Iberian wedding never happened, there's really no reason not to. I'm gonna keep checking back here, because eventually Ramazan should fabricate a claim. It's close enough, they were at war with them, and they're aggressive right now, and they really should be fabricating a claim. If not, we have 4 years to annex them. Well, I think to some degree we've obtained our first goal. Oh yeah, we also got more generic stuff. We lost the Umera, or no, not the Umera, the Dahimi. Keep confusing them. We lost the Dahimi, which means we have more room for our estates. We became Coptic, which is nice. So we've made some kind of progress. Also, Ak-Koyunlu is the same religion as us now. Dokadiri separatists have risen up. Well, but to most degrees, we've accomplished our first goal, and it's just going to take us a bit longer to actually make more progress. Well, thank you for joining me for another episode of Europa Universalis IV. Hope you all have a good day. Goodbye.